Levaslier has been a passion project of mine for the past 6 years.
The devil is a slime, wielding 2 blades the same tone as he. He dons a cloak, red like the blood of his victims. His armor, adamant like his will to fight. Isn't that right? Arkosh Levaslier.
Oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. I keep on fighting, draw my strength from the fear.
Hey, what's up, survivalists? It's Jay, TeamWnJ here. This is Levaslier Production Diary, episode 34. It's episode 34. Can't believe we've done over 30 episodes. Joining me today is Eric, because Harry is unavailable today, so we're not going to the Aether yet. Either way, that's a kind of a good thing, because the highlights for the Aether is taking a while to catch up to the actual series. Seems to be something in my mouth. Sorry about that. And it seems like we could end the Aether series very soon. What it looks to be like right now is next stream, next time we do the Aether, it's very likely we're going to take out the Silver Dungeon. And the stream after that, it's very likely we're going to be taking out the Gold Dungeon. And so there could be 2 more episodes left. That being said, if you guys do like the series, I could extend it by trying to get all the achievements. But we'll see what happens when that time comes. Anyway, right now what I'm working on is Hemrage Castle, once again. I want to get at least half of this done because we've been working on this for way too long. And we really shouldn't be taking this long to do one castle. So I've actually got some more focus points to build today instead of just like going over random stuff. And we're starting off here. I see that in the chat, well, a while ago, you guys came in very early. Like, you came in before the stream even started. I see Zactaz is here, Narrat is here. Y'all saying egg for whatever reason. Animation for Fun is here. Have I said Josiah? Josiah is here. Scrolling up, I see Kamatayan, Crazy Chishurka, Pies T. Everybody's here. So, thanks to everyone for coming in. Oh, I forgot NSQ Squad. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, thank you everyone for joining today. That's a lot of people who joined in before the stream even started. Josiah said 2 for 1. Get both dungeons in 1 episode. We could. We could. Narrat says Goat Dungeon is stupidly hard from what I remember. That's exactly what I remember as well. I remember that there was some sort of like flame boss, and then you had to, I think he shoots projectiles at you, and you have to hit the projectiles back at it to kill him. But don't quote me on that. Anyway, with the, last time on the Levaslier Production Diary, I left off here because I was building the interior, and I was like, there's not enough light, so why don't we smash this open? I think this kind of looks okay. What do you guys think? Like this sort of open design in the middle of a barracks? I'm not sure. Also added this wall and this pathway here. This kind of makes everything feel a bit better. I'm thinking of changing up the floor a little bit so that it feels more roomy. How is everything going on your end, Eric?
Not bad. Just working my life off.
Yeah?
Just slowly and slowly dying inside.
Anything interesting happening?
Nope.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
Just boring life. Yep.
Yeah, just producer stuff.
Yep, sounds like it. Crazy Chishurka gave us a laughing face after everyone is here. Josiah also says, that's exactly right, Chief. Well remembered. I actually tested fighting it. Oh, you did? Oh, wait, that's exactly correct? You have to hit the things back? Oh, nice. Okay, cool. No, I like those boss fights a lot more than, like, Minecraft boss fights. Minecraft boss fights, for the most part, is just hit him till it dies. That's just, I don't know, it's just not really that intuitive for me. Like, it's not that fun, rather. Narrat says he shoots flame projectiles, and every now and then he shoots an ice one that you have to fire back. There you go. Zach says, Chafe has been quoted. I've been quoted millions of times. In fact, probably one of my most famous quotes that you guys haven't heard, because I did this way back in, like, say, 2016, was, trees eat people. Because the story with that one was we were building in Hemrage 2.0. So, like, old-style Hemrage. No, not even that. It was before that. It was way before. No, it was before that. I was on the PvP server, right? Because we had a PvP server back then. So there was some dude on the enemy faction, because we're playing factions, that was AFK. And so I decided, what's the most creative way to kill this person? And I planted a sapling underneath them and bull-kneeled it. That suffocated the dude and killed him. And so from that point onwards, trees eat people became a thing for me. There you go. There's an extra quote for y'all to use. Crazy Churka says 4 people. Yeah, I think everyone came in early and then just forgot. I sent a notification on Discord. Not sure how many people got that, but we should see some people coming in sooner or later. Let's add some extra design onto these roofs. Or these ceilings, rather, these roofs. I think a lot of builders forget that you can actually design the roofs of things. I keep saying roof. The ceilings of things. Having a customized ceilings adds a lot more texture to your build. So if anyone here is a Minecraft builder, here you go. Add some texture onto your ceilings. Just chuck some stairs on. As long as it doesn't look like it's too heavy, it should work. What's chat saying right now? Narrett says, I have been quoted millions of times. with a quote from Chafe. Zach says, how do you know I don't eat people? I don't know that. I really don't know that. All I can do is pray. Josiah, I placed a sapling under the dude and bull-kneeled it. I did indeed. You know, there's actually... Dude, if the bot was functional, what you guys could do is exclamation mark quote, followed by a quote, and who said it, and then the bot will automatically generate a quote for you. But the bot still isn't working. I contacted Streamlabs last Thursday. Remember I said that? I contacted Streamlabs. They got back to me, and they said, well, we advise you to turn off the bot, log out, log back in, and then turn on the bot. I did exactly that, and now we are still in the exact same predicament. So I'm gonna have to send another customer report, like, after the stream. What else is happening? Guys, try not to spam the chat with too much stuff. That's for you, Zach says. There we go. Awesome. Cool. That's the dining room done. I feel like doing something to the floor, but I don't know what to do. Does anybody have suggestions for the floor? I feel like trying to use the top of the pistons, but I'm not sure how well that's gonna work out. Piston. Nope, that's a side of a piston. I have to say that, Narrett has been talking about the alpha streams quite a lot, and so has Josiah. What we're planning to do is, we will start an alpha series after the Aether series. So after the Aether is completely done, that is, once we've killed all the bosses and maybe do the achievements thing, then we'll move on to the alpha thing. Because otherwise, I'm having like 3 series at the same time, and I don't want to handle 3 series at the same time. Just not going to work out too well. I want to add some extra decor to this thing, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. That might work. Josiah tried the command. Yeah. But I'm lazy, don't want to work. Narrate says, I was watching a live stream from IBX Toy Cat, another Minecraft YouTuber with 1 million subs. Oh, wait, hold on, I know him. He's very fond of the idea of eating people, which spooks me. That guy, I don't like that guy. Not that I don't like him personally. I don't know the guy personally, right? But I don't like his videos. I've watched a few of his videos. But this guy always talks like this, and he talks so fast, and I don't know what he's saying, but he always talks like this, and every single sentence ends like this. I'm like, dude, why is that guy talking like that? I don't like that guy just because of the way he talks. Like, maybe he's fine personally. Like, I don't care about him personally, but, like, I can't stand his videos. It's way too annoying for me. Kamatine is here. He says gamer time. You know, these gamer moments once again come back. Josiah asks, so next week? I mean, it really depends on when we end the Aether. Because if Harry is unavailable, then I can't do Aether without him. Because it just feels wrong to start the series with him and then end it without him. I've done one episode without him. And that was just, like, that wasn't anything significant. It was just finding the dungeon and whatnot, right? Hold on. Narrate says I'm British? Oh, you mean I box Toy Cat? British people don't speak like that, do they? Because listen, Hong Kong, the place I grew up in, was a British colony, and so most of the English spoken there is British English. The reason I speak American English is because I can't understand fucking British English, so I just said fuck it. Also, I get to type one less character when I write the word color. So you know, that's I don't know. That's just me. But I don't remember anyone speaking that annoyingly.
Well, it's not that hard.
British? Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. It's just,
No. It's not being British. It's easy to speak annoying without any accent.
Yeah, I guess, but, like, everyone has an accent, right? Like, if you speak Australian, if you speak with an Australian accent in Australia, it'll appear like you don't have an accent. But if you speak Australian accent in America, you're gonna have an accent. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Josiah says that's the way a people eater talks. And so does Zactaz speak the same way as I BX Toy Cat, rather? Now it says some people do. It's more city-based. I mean, fair enough. I don't live in England, so I can't tell. All I know is that I can't stand the Australian accent either. I went to at my film school, the first ever editing class I had, we had to learn how to use Avid Media Composer. And in most editing softwares, pressing the I and O button creates an in point and an out point. So pressing I creates an in point, pressing O creates an out point, and then you can select the area between the I and the O, and you can use that as your clip. And so my lecturer comes up to me. He goes, alright, so to make an in point, you gotta press the I key. I'm like, the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna press the A key? He goes, no, the A key. I'm like, the E key? He goes, no. I. I'm like, oh, I. Oh, I. Oh, okay. That's why I struggle with this accent. Because A, E, and I sound exactly the same. Okay, next up in this place is bedrooms. I don't know what else to build in the damn barracks. Like, first, I want to customize this floor, but I don't know how to customize this floor. And then, there's this big-ass hallway here with nothing in it. There's an upstairs floor with nothing in it. And then, you can go up to the top with where the bedroom is. I think I'm making the bedroom right here. I'm not sure if this should be the bedroom. Because it is like the... I mean, I could make another floor for the attic. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, this is gonna be the bedroom. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. I do want to make another floor to make an attic here. So I'll just kind of bridge that across. Yeah, that's good enough. Countine says, "Why you bully my country?" Wait, are you in England? Did I wait? Are you in England? Now it says, "I live in Liverpool and the accent here is terrible." Yeah, for sure. Like literally the most obnoxious spoken English on the planet. So I have purposely grew up not speaking with the accent. Thank you, someone who I can relate to. Like intentionally not speaking the accent that people around you speak. Yeah, it's. I mean, I can't stand it either. It's not as heavy as the Liverpool accent. The Liverpool accent is ridiculous. I know the Liverpool accent from watching Darren Till. He's a UFC fighter, super popular in Liverpool. Josiah says, "I don't know about you guys, but I have no clue what Narrett is saying because of his accent." Zach Dad says, "You live in a pool filled with livers." Ugh. I didn't really plan much to talk about today. I just really wanted to get some building done and whatnot. So there's gonna be a bit more silent moments in today's stream, but hopefully you guys in the chat can keep each other company. Countine says, "I'm Australian, my guy." Oh, right. You're Australian. That's right. What? Hold on. Is my memory might be betraying me here? Wait, I thought you were in... I swear to God, I thought you were in Philippines. I don't know why that is. Crazy Circus says, "Wow, 7 people." Yeah, people are finally coming in. Pies T is here. He says, "Zach, are you supposed to be in the Silvers stream?" Oh, hey, Desmond's here as well. That's Yik Long Tay. Hey, what's going on, Desmond? He's someone I met when I was in school studying in Canada. Narrett says, "I was up at 5 this morning puking everywhere." Says Narrett. What's with everyone puking? There have been a lot of incidents of people puking recently. My girlfriend woke up puking this morning as well.
That's not good.
Yeah, what's going on here? Eric, have you noticed that everyone around us has been sick as well, or is it just me?
Probably just you.
Yeah, I went out with my uncle for my uncle and his entire family. So like my uncle, 3 cousins, and my aunt. We all went out for dinner. All like what 5 of them? They're all sick. All sick. Don't know what's going on. I show up to work. Both my bosses are sick. Don't know what's going on at all. Kamatine says, "Lamvalna, Australia, WA, bro." Okay, I swear to God, I don't know what WA is. It's like West Australia, right? Like, I know what it means, but every time I see WA, my brain does not process as West Australia. I just say WA or like, no, in my head, I say WA. Thank God I just don't say that out loud. Josiah says, "I'm not puking." Thank God. Thank God. I hope you never puke. I hope you don't have to puke. Zach says, "Me too." Thank God. Josiah says, "My role-playing characters are, though." That ain't good. Yeah, Pies, everyone is sick. I'm not sick, thank God. Oh, well, I've just jinxed it. Now I'm gonna be sick next week. No more Aether stream, guys. I'm gonna die next week. Now it says, "I don't know. I haven't thrown up in over a year, if I remember correctly, because of my immune system is a Chad." Desmond says, "Not much. Build looks great. Reminds me of the stuff going over at Node. Say mods?" I'm not sure what's going on at Node. What? Eric, do you know what's going on over at Node?
Right now?
Oh, wait, hold on. I think I saw a video of them testing out the ray tracing shaders.
Yes, called Rich Boys Playing Minecraft.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, with using the PTGI shaders. No, I'm not using the PTGI shaders. I do have them, though. It's just, it's not, it doesn't work with 1.13, the version of Minecraft I'm playing right now. we do have a plan. Excuse me. We do have a plan to do something with the PTGI shaders, and a few of you guys in the chat know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna keep it at that because it's supposed to be hush hush for now. If you do know what I'm talking about with the PTGI shaders, right? If you are the two people in the chat that know what I'm talking about, I'll get back to you in a bit. We're gonna start working on that very soon. Zactaz says, shit, did we get infected with chafe? Getting infected with chafe is a good thing because it makes you a better person. People wish they were infected with chafe. Comentine says, bro, my dad and I are sick too, which is oof. Don't know what's going on, man. Zai says, also I throw up anytime I get a cold. That is unfortunate. I have not thrown up in a long while either, I don't think. The closest times I've ever been to throwing up are usually after I've done excessive amounts of exercise.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I don't throw up because I've learned like a few techniques to keep things in check, basically.
That's good.
It is. Saves me a lot of hassle in cleaning up.
For sure.
Angelo says, heck, I'm late. Hey, what's going on, Angelo? I've read your messages, Angelo. Like, I just haven't gotten back to them. I'm gonna be reviewing Angelo's rig. Because for anyone who doesn't know, I have a Minecraft anime. Well, okay, fine. I have an animation background. But I've done a lot of Minecraft animation on this channel. Angelo is someone who makes Minecraft rigs. So rigs allow you to animate a lot easier because you basically get to control like a Steve model or something. Angelo makes an excellent one that I think is the best rig available for any Cinema 4D users. So if anyone here is planning on doing Minecraft animation and you need a rig, I heavily suggest Angelo's rig. It is the best one to get. Like, hands down. Josiah says, so stuff we've learned this stream. Chafe will get sick next week, and he will throw up in that time. You wish I would throw up during the stream. You know what? I also ate expired food today, and so that that's not going to be very nice later on tonight. Now it says my immune system is a Chad, but Josiah is a soy boy. Zach says, if he does not get sick, I will send him a box of diabetes. I don't need a box of your blood. That says diabetes isn't contagious. Kamatine says, I'm a rigger as well. I haven't seen your rigs, Kamatine. I probably have seen your rigs, but I don't remember them too much. Angelo says, oh shit, man, I wasn't expecting you to promote the rig. Ha, thanks. No, I'm not. It's not like... See, Angelo and I, we made a deal so that I'd help promote his rig, and then it's like a little sponsorship. It's basically a sponsorship, right? But no, for me, it's more than just saying that, you know, just taking Angelo's sponsorship and leaving it be. He legitimately has a good rig. Like, I have to promote that. I'd rather support Angelo than support Anishridge, because Anishridge's rig just honestly isn't that. It's a bit overrated in my opinion. It's time to shine light on a lesser known rig. Now it says rigger is probably the worst word for a black dyslexic man. It is. It is. I stopped to read that word twice when you wrote that. Oh dear. Oh guys, I wanted to test out something, but I never had the chance to do so. I think you guys might enjoy this. Okay. Especially any builders here. Okay. So, while I was flying around the creative world, looking at the castle, I was trying to get some screenshots so I could make the thumbnail, right? I'm flying around, and then I looked over there, which is our stronghold. That's the particular stronghold that we built specifically for Levaslier. I'm not going to say when or what, but it's like a stronghold that we built specifically for it. And I thought for a second. I was like, hold on a second. Naturally generated strongholds don't look like this per se. They look a bit more complex than this, because this is like one straight line, right? You go in through there and you go all the way and you go out there. Okay, that's one straight line. Real Minecraft generated strongholds look more complex and they don't have one straight line. They, you know, they branch out a little bit. I thought to myself, hold on a second. If we generate a stronghold on a super flat world, it will look something along the lines of this, right? I'm sure you guys have seen it before. Now, if we took that stronghold and we did such one to grab our one and we did, you know, I don't know, some sort of selection, select the base of everything, and we look down, we did such a stack 6 or whatever. Did I type the wrong command? Such a stack 10, whatever. Okay. And you smash that into the ground. And you did that for every single chunk of stronghold. You'd end up with a fortress. Like a legitimate fortress. Because that stuff touches the ground. And then you could manually edit a few of the pathways. So, like, maybe I would move this pathway over around like that. Like, to loop it around there. And have this empty field as, like, a yard or something. That could be a very effective and fast way of building fortresses and castles. Think about it for a second. Right? Or at least give you a layout of it. So that you could skip all those steps of laying out the actual castle. You'd be auto-generating a layout that you could work with. Probably wouldn't do it for something like Hemrage Castle, something as important as Hemrage Castle, but like if we have a bunch of new castles in the map of Levaslier. One of them is called like Amber Pass. Really cool name, Amber Pass, but it's not a key location, and so I could use something like that to create Amber Pass Fortress. Desmond says 8 at night and I'm so fatigued I can't leave the bed. Count me in the sick club, lol. You're in Canada, right, Desmond? Everyone all over the world. It's a global epidemic. They're spreading a virus. The government is behind it all. By the way, everyone. Wait, hold on. I just noticed that I've been saying Narat instead of Nurat. Because Nurat just pointed that out. My bad. What I wanted to do there was this button right here. Also, I need to get something out of the way. So I'm going to do this button first, and then you're going to hear a loud sound. So don't mind the loud sound, but this button is extremely important. Everyone in the stream, before you do anything, give me a like, because the likes are good for YouTube, and they're good for me. Now, get ready for a loud sound. It's just a small error on my part, alright? Just real quick. Levaslier has been a passion project of mine. Got it. Solved. I need to manually turn that trailer off every single time, and I forget to do so every single time. But I got it, so it's all good. No harm done. Wait, sorry. Desmond says, interesting. It looks like a clunky system, but what do I know? I mean, I've never tried to do that fortress thing. It's just like a little idea that I had. Usually, I just build stuff by myself. And by the way, this build, you came in after I said this. So, like, this build has been going on for months. Like, this should not take months to build. It's one castle. One castle, Harry and I, we should have gotten this done. We literally should have gotten this done by say February. Like, this has been drawn out way too long, so I'm just like trying to get as much done as possible right now. The thing that's slowing me down is that I'm confused as to what I'm building myself. Like, right now I'm building a barracks, right? Like a medieval military barracks. So what do you need for barracks? Like, what do you need to make a barracks look good? Well, you need some bedrooms. I got a kitchen. I've got like a training area out front, like down in that field down there. This window is not clear enough to see anything. Neither is that. Right? But like, that's the field. We got the kitchen downstairs. What do I do for the rest of the space? I spend most of my time wondering what I should be building rather than actually building. So if I had a system like I do with the HM3 system, which is the building system for most of the builds, right? Like houses and whatnot, I don't need to think. There's a written out system that's laid out very clearly. Just follow these steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat those steps over and over again and you build like a million houses. I don't have to think about that. The thing that takes long for castles is just figuring out what to build. It's annoying, really. Like, I wish I could just build without thinking. get this out of the way. Desmond also says he's back in Malaysia, home country, not Canada. Oh, that's nice. Have you graduated? Because I remember that, Desmond, you were like 1 or 2 years below me, right? So you should have graduated by now, right? You should be in university? I think so. Were you in the same class as Rico? Angelo says, you mean where you move the goal? Oh wait, you're talking with Kamatine about rigging. I was following that conversation. I like the fact that you have an IKFK switch. Yeah, because IK just helps a lot. I mean, I don't want to get too technical in these streams. People aren't too technical here, but it's fine. I think IKFK switches should be in every rig, just because it's useful. You know what, Angelo, I'm not sure if you have this in your rig, but something that I really like about the FMR rig is that even though it has an IK system, it also has an FK at the same time. Let me explain just real quick. Anyone who doesn't know what IKFK means, it's referring to Minecraft animation, or well, no, it's referring to animation in general. An FK system. So let's say I'm a rig, I'm a character rig. I have to be controlled by the animator to move, right? So usually I'd set a keyframe here, and then I'd set a keyframe here, and then like in between, it's gonna move by itself. That's how animation works. An FK system requires me to control. Let's say I want to move my arm up and then my wrist like that, right? In an FK system, I would have to select the elbow joint, rotate that up, select the wrist joint, and then rotate that up. In an IK system, all I have to do is select the hand and move it here, and it's automatically going to move all the other joints into place. The good part about having an IK system is that I can set the hand, like the thing that controls the hand, I can set it to be right here, right? And then wherever I move the body, the hand just stays in place. That's the benefit of having an IK system. The benefit of having an FK system is that you have more finer control. Let's say I want my hand to move from here to here, right? A natural flowing motion moves in arcs. That's one of the principles of animation. And so when I move my hand, you see that it naturally has like a circular motion to it, right? With an IK system, if you try to set a keyframe here and here, it's going to move in a straight line, and it's going to move like that. See how that's, like, weird? It doesn't feel right. And so in an IK system, you'd have to manually set it to go like that, and it's just, like, a few more annoying steps. The FMR rig, which is the free rig that I use and have modified for myself, has both at the same time. So you can have an IK that controls it, but you also have a shoulder joint that's FK. So instead of moving... If I wanted to do this action, I don't have to just use the IK point and then have it go, like, some weird... You know, like, that doesn't look right. That's not a throw, right? I can instead hold it here, rotate using the FK on the shoulder, and that'll go in a circle. So, that's the benefit of the FMR. I'm not sure if Angelo has that. You should. Desmond says, 1 semester, lol. Yes, with Rico. Where Rico's already graduated, though. Oh, and you're 1 semester behind. That's what you meant. Okay. Yeah, you're in 3rd year of uni. That's nice. Dude, you guys, I've always... I'm like the same age as you guys. For anyone who doesn't know, Rico is a really good friend of mine who I met in Canada. He's older than me, but I'm ahead in school and whatnot because I'm done with school. But now seeing you guys in university, it just like... Even though you guys are older than me, it just feels like I'm like an older brother or whatnot. Hold on. Angelo says, thankfully there's world edit for making solid walls, etc. Yeah, wait, what were you guys talking about? I completely missed everything. I completely missed Crazy Chishurka stuff. Crazy Chishurka made a joke. He said, she said, parents scolded the child for the fact that he brought an extra package. I don't understand the joke. You're gonna have to explain that one. I'm pretty dense. Desmond said, hold up, I always thought that we were the same age despite graduating different semesters. 21? No, I'm not 21. I'm 19. I'm extremely ahead because when I was in Hong Kong, I left when I was in grade 10. But when I went to Canada, I did an entrance exam and they said that I should be in grade 12. So I skipped grade 11. And then after that, I took one gap year after graduating in 2016 from high school. And I was like 16 when I graduated high school. I entered university at 17 after a gap year. And then, because I'm doing an accelerated film course, I only took 2 years to graduate from university. So I'm way ahead in terms of that. So yeah, I graduated from university at 19. Just, you know, to flex my my fastness, my speed. I love doing that. The other thing is getting a master's degree. I plan... Hold on. I plan on getting a master's degree. A master's degree in teaching because, well, I love teaching. I love teaching. Like this channel has lots of tutorials. I love sharing tips and advice. I love sharing knowledge, right? It's a great hobby of mine. So I want to get a master's in teaching so that I can start teaching at schools. But it's another thing about getting a master's degree is that by the time I get my master's, a lot of my friends will only have their bachelor's, and so I can flex on them again. You can tell how much I love flexing on people. It's good motivation. Good motivation. Zakta says, bro, I'm younger than you. I expect a lot of you guys to be younger than me. Desmond says, CIC really messed up the age distribution, huh? I'm not sure if you remember Justin Wong from CIC, and very few people are gonna get this. Justin Wong is a guy that I went to school with in Hong Kong, and he went with me to Canada. And he was, I believe he was 2 years behind me. Or, he was either 1 or 2 years behind me. But he basically graduated high school at 15. So, that's even more impressive than me. Let me start building the beds instead of just walking around in circles. And I have lots of soldiers here. Narrad says, okay, never mind. Chafe is exactly the same age I thought he was. Yeah. No, when Josiah saw me at PAX, what did you say you thought I was? Because when I was at PAX, I think Josiah thought I was like 20 or something. Or like 20 something. Have you guys seen Bragger? Do you guys know how old Bragger is? Bragger just had his birthday. So I'm gonna send you guys as a squad, right? So all of y'all who haven't said happy birthday to Bragger, go on my Discord right now, on my Discord on general, and just say @Bragger happy birthday. Give him a little surprise. It's his 26th birthday. 26. Yeah. On my Discord, everyone go @Bragger happy birthday. Give him a little surprise. Angelo asks how I skipped a grade. I need to write this down as a future story. Funny story. When I entered that university, or that high school, I had to do an entrance exam, right? It was mainly to test your English skill, and your math skill. So I did the math test and English test, and I merged with like max scores. So they said, yeah, no, you're cleared to go to year 12. Like, you're clear. It was as simple as that. But the funny story lies in the test itself. Math test was nothing special. It was just a math test. The English test required you to read this article and then answer questions from the article. And I was like, it wasn't even an article. It was a fictional story. I don't know, Desmond, I'm not sure if you did this exact same test when I went in. But if you do, I think you know exactly what ridiculous story I'm about to tell. On the entrance exam, the story that was given to us was a story about a farmer. I'm not sure if I remember the details exactly, but I'll try to remember this. Because keep in mind, this was years ago, so I might be a bit fuzzy. A farmer lives in this village, and it's in some like random farmland outside of the main city. And they're all low on food. But one day, this farmer who goes mining or exploring somewhere finds a magical bean plant. Right? Surprisingly, it's beans again. He finds a bean plant, and he picks it up, but it grows again. And he picks it up, and it grows again, and it picks up, and it grows again. And so he realizes this magical bean plant is infinitely growing. And so he brings the root back to his village and grows beans for everyone. And everyone has all these beans that they can sell, and the whole village is fed by these beans. One day, a rich person comes along and demands the bean plant. He wants to take it up for himself so he can sell out all these beans for a lot of profit. The farmer says no, and so the rich guy pushes the farmer down and steals the bean plant himself and tries to run away. But in the process, he slips and he eats the bean plant. Alright. A little minor detail that I forgot was that all the villagers in that village were starving because there was a huge flood. And it was flooding all the farmland. That's why nothing could grow. But because of this rich guy, he tripped and he ate the plant. Guess what he does next? The plant gives him such a weird property. He starts drinking the water. And he drinks all of the flood water and saves the village. And then he becomes a toad. That's a quote from the story. And then he becomes a toad. I'm reading that. I'm like, the fuck did I just read? What the fuck? What? That was the entrance exam. And then you had to answer questions. One of the questions was like, what happened to the rich dude after he ate the bean? Became a toad. That's... Desmond, I don't know if you had to do that one, but I remember that it was the most ridiculous thing. I wrote a post about that on Facebook. It was fucking ridiculous.
I feel like whoever wrote the story is a group of people, and they have to go in individually. One person starts writing. 10 minutes later, they go out. They enter the next guy, write another story, enter out, enter in. Like, until they finish, and, like, they hand in that story to you guys to comprehend.
Yeah. You gotta wonder what they were smoking when they were writing that, too. Oh,
that too, yeah.
Hold on, let's see what I missed. Nurat says, Chafe flexing on all of us average people. I got them guns. Desmond says, your situation is more impressive than I thought. Thank you. Josiah thought I was 22 to 25. What? I'm pretty sure I've asked you this before, but what exactly made you think that I was that age? I'm pretty sure you said that it was, like, because of the whole situation and whatnot. I mean, like, yeah, I understand that. I'm pretty sure that if anyone who attended PAX is here, they would say the same thing. I'm pretty sure. Nurad says math. You're in Australia. It's plural, maths. Well, I only moved to Australia, 2 years ago. Wow, it's been 2 years. Yeah, 2 years ago. So technically, it doesn't really count for me. Let's see. Desmond, I think you did. Yeah, Desmond, you did take the same story. It's hilarious. Angelo says, I always read the questions before the written test in English exams. You always read the questions before the written test in English exams. Yeah, no, I used to do that as well. I forgot about that because I haven't taken an exam in several years. If anyone here is still taking exams, that's a really good suggestion. Like, if you're doing a math or an English one, read through everything and then do the ones that have the most points associated with them first. I don't know if that's like a common taught thing. For me, it wasn't common taught. I had to figure that out myself. But that's a really useful skill.
I mean, if, like, the first page has something that you obviously know, I'm like, you still go back to it, like, after you go through the paper. Because, like, you want to go through the highest points, but then you still know that the first page has, like, the easiest questions.
Yeah. No, what
Like,
I would do the okay, usually first page has multiple choice. I do the multiple choice first. Well, no, I go through everything first. Then I go back, do all the multiple choice. Because those are fast and can guarantee me at least 1 point. And then I'll go back and do to the end and then do all the like 20 mark ones. And then I'll do the middle ones. Because I can guarantee you rarely get multiple choice wrong. Like, okay, if there's 10 multiple choice questions, you're gonna get at least 6 of them right. Like, I don't think anyone can get you know, majority of multiple choice wrong. Most of them are pretty easy.
Well, it depends how many multiple choice there are per question.
Yeah.
It's not like a true or false.
I mean, most of the time, multiple choices are like, if you put this chemical with that chemical, what color does it become? A, pink, B, blue, C, transparent, D, rainbow. I don't know. Like, and then, and a lot of the times as well, especially for me, I don't know why, but, okay, let's say it's like this. Multiple choice question. 1 plus 1. Answers. 2 or negative 6,924. Square root 97. Or, 94 to the power of 7. Like, a lot of multiple choice questions are like that. A super simple question. 1 distinctly clear answer and 3 ridiculous ones. How do you get that wrong? I don't know who designs those as well. Like, legitimately, who designs that? Who thinks, oh, this will be a challenging question worth being on our exams? If they can answer this question, they will get their degree. What? Like, how can you get those questions wrong? Fortunately, we don't have exams in our film school. We only have to make films.
And that is the exam.
Yeah. Desmond says, guys, just know that CIC, Columbia International College, that's the high school that Desmond and I went to, is a school tailored to deal with rich Chinese and Nigerian kids whose parents want them to do well in the West. The English standard is a little subpar, to be honest. It is. Hey, Desmond, have you seen the story that I made a video a while ago? While I was studying there was a dude that, we called the Irrational Retard. There's a separate video on that. If you search up Irrational Retard TeamWnJ, you should be able to find it. Nurat says, incorrect, he became thirsty. Oh, after eating the bean? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah. He became so... Oh. Ooh, I bit my tongue. Sorry. He became so thirsty that that he drank up the entire floodwater. Josiah said, you thought that I was 22 to 25 because you had a PAX panel and because you seemed really with it. Yeah. Fake it till you make it. That's the saying, right? I'm planning on speaking at PAX again, guys. So, this might apply for anyone in Australia. What's the plan right now is to speak at PAX 2019. This time I'm going to either be speaking about, it's going to be one of these two titles, right? It's going to be, this one's a work in progress on. This one's how to write lore. And what this presentation is going to be about, instead of being how to write a story, it's going to be stuff like, here are 4 quick tips for you to name 4 of your cities fast and make them have meaning in your fantasy world. Tips like that. I'm going to be giving a bunch of tips. The goal is so that when you attend this panel, 1 hour later when you leave, you're going to be able to create an entire new universe all by yourself within minutes. That's the goal. The other one is Minecraft 10 years after. Because as you guys know, this year is Minecraft's 10th anniversary. And so if that panel were to be hosted by me, I would say... I would talk about my story about how Minecraft has affected me and how it's been a great influence for me growing up. You know, all the great memories I've had about it, and you know, just kind of sharing stories. Right? It's just gonna be a story time like these live streams are. So that's PAX in Australia. PAX, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, is it's the biggest gaming expo in Australia. So great honor for me to speak there. I love the PAX guys for giving me the opportunity. Last year's one went a bit sideways, but this year's one will go fine, right? Like, that's the goal. Make it fine. Just because one of them failed doesn't mean I give up. Nurat says, American speak is for low IQ people. I am low IQ people, it seems. Did you know that, I'm not sure how many of you guys know about IB. IB is like a qualification thing that people do. I avoided it, luckily. But IB stems from the British education system. Did you guys know that in Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, these Asian countries, they rank higher on the IB English scores than in England? They have a higher score. The average for for England's IB and IGCSE programs, or for English, are I believe it's a C. While the average in Asian countries like Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, they average an A. So, the more you know.
Yeah, this sounds good.
I
It's kind of like probably their motivation of trying to make it to the West.
Yeah, it is. It is. A lot of people try to. A lot of Asian families, they try to get their kids to go to the West to expand to like English-speaking countries. I mean, me looking back now, knowing what I know, I feel like I should have taken Chinese a bit more seriously. You guys might know that I can't speak. Sorry, I can't write in Chinese. I am Chinese myself. I grew up in Hong Kong, but my Chinese teacher, I didn't really like. And so I grew up for the majority of my childhood not knowing how to write Chinese. I still really don't. Like, I could walk into a menu, a restaurant right now, I'd be unable to read the menu. And when China is such a big market to do business with, it's kind of a big disadvantage. Especially after the Rush Hour 4 thing as well. Like, having the chance to work on Rush Hour 4 with Jackie Chan would have been a really nice opportunity. I had the opportunity, but because my Chinese background isn't strong enough. Missed opportunity. Oh well. Nurat says, trick question. Transparent isn't a color. I remember that. My biology teacher was being a bitch, and I love my biology teacher. Because she asked the entire class, like, when you mix this chemical with that chemical, what color does it make? And it was transparent, right? So we said, transparent? Wrong, transparent is not a color. And we were like, what? Clear? No, clear is not a color. And we're just like, someone said white? We're like, no, that's not white. White is the whiteboard. And then, like, she called us dumb or whatever. Like, what is the answer? And she goes, the answer is colorless. What? Colorless is a color? What do you mean? Like, there is no colorless. Apparently, colorless is a color in the scientific world. I just never understood that, but it is. Desmond says, backtracking really far back, I find it interesting that you were stressing about finding a purpose for every room. People with large projects tend to be okay with leaving them empty, no stress. Yeah, I hate big stuff. I really don't like big stuff. Even in real life, I don't like big stuff. If you gave me the chance to live in a big-ass mansion, and it takes me 5 minutes to walk from the kitchen to the bathroom, I hate that. I personally really prefer compact, small stuff. Let me give you an example. /warp Hemrage. Welcome to Hemrage City, right? Not sure if you've been here before. This is the main city of Levaslier. Some random house here has probably been taken by someone who's played on the server. I'm willing to bet Harry has one of these houses somewhere. Excuse me. Let me just try to find it real quick. If I remember correctly, Harry has a house. Oop, I've gone the wrong way. Guys, it's been a while since I've been in Hemrage. Give me a break. There's a brothel here somewhere. He lives next to the brothel. Brothel has purple curtains. Look out for purple curtains. Oh wait, no, this is the one. This is the one. Yeah, right here. It's the secret one. This here is his house. No, he didn't decorate it too much. Yeah, he didn't do too much. Okay, never mind. That was a bad example. I'm sure I've got a house somewhere that's decorated with stuff that can show you, like, my type of building style. The really small, compact style. There's gotta be... I built one for a tutorial. That's right. There's a tutorial house, right? Yeah, that one. I built that one for a tutorial. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Let's bugger into here. Chafe's house. There you go. So you walk in and it... Because the thing for me about compact houses are that it's much easier to make it feel atmospheric. Because everything's more cramped together, and so you'd expect there to be more, like, dustiness and whatnot. And because there's more dustiness, it just feels more atmospheric. The goal of building this and having everything compact is to have a nice sort of color scheme that matches it as well. And so the natural color that pops here is this purple. And that works well to break up the other colors here, which are brown, orange, and gray. Those are all the main colors. Just take a look at all of these builds, right? There's a orange for the fire, sort of a brownish for the brick, brown for the wood, gray for all the stone stuff, and then you have a really standout purple. That works because this is supposed to be in Hemrage. Hemrage's color is purple, right? But here we have a small-ass kitchen. There's supposed to be a basement here. I think I made this into a toilet. There you go. Upstairs, we got a bit more coziness. I should have put a torch here, actually. That's fine. I'll put a torch there right now. Got a little, like, workstation here. A little cupboard. Storage room up here. That's supposed to be a chest. Don't mind the head. And then a nice little bedroom. So everything is super small. This is in it's a 4x4 room. Right. That's the stuff I like. I hate big stuff. Empty space breaks up the atmosphere for me. It could add to the atmosphere. It's just, I'm not that good at it. Desmond says, yeah, Malaysian people represent. We are simple trilingual people. Yeah, for sure. Dude, I thought Asian people have some amazing language capabilities. Chafe says, you better learn Filipino. The Philippines is now a province. I want to learn a bit of Filipino so that I can talk with my girlfriend's parents. I don't really follow the political stuff either way. So there's that. Josiah says, if you ever go back in time and meet you, Chief, I'll tell you that. Oh, if I ever go back in time and meet you, Chief, I'll tell you that. What do you mean? Is it? Oh, you mean my Chinese. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. I would tell myself that as well. Desmond says the chemistry teacher was nasty. No, she was my homeroom teacher. She likes making fun of us without she's not serious and making fun of us. She's just like, oh, y'all dumb. But we all understand it's a joke. I think I'm done with this bedroom. What now?
That's good.
Yeah. And we all kind of understand it. It's fine. My bio teacher had a great impact on my life, though, I would say. It's not even, because, like, when I was in, like, you guys take a look at my academic, record, so to say, right? Like, what have I done academically? I've graduated high school at the age of 16, entered university at the age of 17, graduated at the age of 19. Big achievements, right? But I wouldn't say that I was always this way. Because I was pretty bad academically for the most part. You could say that I was talented. I hate the word talented, but you could say that I was talented. But I just never tapped into my talent. Like, I always thought I was talented, so I didn't have to work. And I hate that mentality now. The bio teacher was the one who said, hey, you do so well in class. Why don't you put some effort into your exams? And she gave me, like, a whole pep talk about, you know, all the stuff that, like, you could be doing this. Why are you not doing this? You're letting all your talents go to waste. You know, you're literally getting 100% in class. And your exams, you're getting E's. What's going on here? And I just wasn't interested in the exams. I thought I was so talented that I could just chill and get everything done. But when she gave me that talk afterwards, I was like, yeah, you know what? The talent's just gonna get to waste. Talent is nothing if you don't tap into it. So I was like, okay, fuck it. Like, it's time to get to work. That's what made me change for the most part. Zakta says, haha, he is talented. No. If you were to tell me that I'm talented in these days, let me quote Conor McGregor right here. I'm not talented, I'm obsessed. I don't like the word talented. Because it implies that all the hard work that you put into getting something done is worth nothing. That you were born with this ability and that even if you didn't work hard, you would have achieved everything either way. I don't believe in that. I believe to achieve something great, you have to be obsessed. And so some people ask, some people say that, is that healthy? Another Conor McGregor quote. Do I look unhealthy? What I think is unhealthy is working a 9-to-5 job and just getting by. Not having, like, a passion or a purpose in life that you want to fulfill. And just you know, living paycheck by paycheck. I don't like that. I don't think that's living. I don't think that's healthy. What I want to do is do the things that I love doing. Take control of my own life. Right? That, for me, is healthy. And that requires an obsession. an obsession to get something done and a passion to get it done. Heavy ass motivation to make sure you actually get stuff done. Like, that's what it takes. There is no such thing as talented. Angelo, agreed. Yeah, there is no such thing as being talented. I think hard work. If you believe that you're talented and you don't show any hard work for it, someone who's not talented but is willing to work hard 10 times harder than you is going to get 10 times more than you. Simple as that. Simple as that. Hard work beats talent every single day. I don't believe in talent.
Like, how you said about your bio teacher.
Yeah.
With the pep talk. It kind of, in a way, similar to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in, like, that one short scene.
Dude, I still need to watch it. I haven't watched it. I really do want to watch it. Like, that's something that I'm excited to watch. It looks so good. I love the style of it. Yeah, anyway, continue.
It, like, as you were just saying, like, you're telling a story, I'm like, wait, this is just like how there was a short scene in Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Like, there are themes that, like, it tackles that are, like, very humanizing, and it's not always superhero 24/7 in a superhero movie.
I think there was a saying that the best superheroes are the ones that are most human. Right? I'm not sure where that comes from, but I've heard of that somewhere.
That's probably Stanley.
Yeah? And
Yeah.
I get it's true. It's true. That's why when people look at things critically, they don't like Superman as much as they like Batman most of the time when you look at it critically, because Superman is this out of earth being with amazing superpowers. He was god gifted with talent of flight, laser eyes, super strength, super speed, etc., etc., and he's weak to a rock. Right? Batman, on the other hand, wasn't gifted with anything. In fact, everything was taken away from him, and he still built himself up. And so Batman is a more human hero. And I think when you look at things critically, that's why people like Batman more than Superman.
If you want even more human, Spider-Man is the most human of all.
I don't follow that much Spider-Man, but I wish I knew. You could explain. That'd be great.
So, you know, the premise of it. Peter Parker gets bit by a radioactive spider. He uses his power to gain money so he can try to be in a relationship with Mary Jane. But then during that wrestling, he got scammed in a way, and he let a robber pass him. And once he got down, he sees Uncle Ben shot. Great powers becomes great responsibility. So after that, he doesn't use his power for killing and more of saving people. But the thing is that at this point, he's still a high school student, so he still has to deal with being a nerd, being bullied, going through life. But then, like, you have all these other stories where he's, you know, a college student, which is basically what Spider-Man PS4 is. So how Peter Parker deals with being a college student, working, hiding his identity, paying his goddamn rent, and then you
I like
have
the way you said that.
and then you have other stories of him being like a CEO of his own company and stuff like that. So like, there's like, that's why people do like Spider-Man, and most people would gear towards high school Peter Parker because it's the most relatable.
Right. Especially for the fan base as well. Because with the the other day we talked about Saitama as well. Let me read the chat and then I'll continue that one. Lots of chats flying across. Guys, I saw someone mention Endgame. Do not drop any Endgame spoilers. Eric has watched Endgame. He will know if the spoilers are here. Do not drop any Endgame spoilers. You're gonna instantly get whatever Eric's gonna do to you. What have I missed? Desmond did say a while ago, he said, it's nice that you got to have the epiphany moment with your bio teacher. Still waiting for mine. I personally wouldn't wait. That's something that I've learned the hard way. Is that waiting lets opportunities slip by way too much. Is that if you see something ahead of you and you want it, but there's something stopping you from getting what you want, don't wait for something to break whatever's stopping you. If there's something stopping you, you don't know what it is, find out what it is, break that by yourself. Initiate it yourself. Break it, move on. That's what I would do, knowing what I do now. Nurat says, I'm obsessed with photography. However, I do acknowledge that some people, including myself, were able to pick up a DSLR and instantly get good, but not great results. For sure. For sure. I think everyone has a knack for something. You could say talented. Like, of course, talent exists in a sense, because genetics exist. Right? Genetics affect the way that we are. This is not a race thing. I'm not trying to be a racist here, but black people don't swim as well as white people because their bones are more dense. Like, that's why you see most swimmers are white people, right? That's not me trying to be racist. That's just genetics, okay? So you could say white people are more talented at swimming than black people are, right? Like, you could say it like that. Or you could identify that there's something that causes someone else to be better at something, and it's just something. I personally avoid the word talent because it implies like a mystical force that drives us. Like, if I'm talented in martial arts, it means that I can punch a bag and then send the bag flying away. I can do that. It's not because I'm talented at punching a bag. It's not because my dad was a kung fu master and I was born a kung fu kid. It's because I've trained that punch 1,000,000 times, 2,000,000 times, 10,000,000 times, whatever. I punched the bag a lot of times, so much that I've injured my wrist and broken and dislocated it so many times. Right? When you say talent, it's a word that's very easily used to disavow hard work. So I get what you're saying. In a way, it can mean talent. It's just I prefer not to use that word. It's what's the word I'm looking for? Like the word meaning. I forgot the words. Angelo says, Superman is the most human, and that would make him... If Superman was the most human, that would make him Human Man. Reminds me of a joke I saw. Batman's name derived from his fear of bats. Using that logic, what would your superhero name be? I wrote down Batman Man. Desmond says, the way they write Batman is so riddled with plot armor. His superpower is his ability to die due to popularity. Oh wait, I missed their first comment. He also wrote on top of that, he wrote, I disagree with the Superman Batman description. I will fight you on that opinion. Batman is arguably less human in almost every way besides his physical fragility. I mean, you could make a case for that, because I'm not that into superheroes. That's just what I know. Because, like, listen, I don't even follow Avengers too much. Like, when the new Ant-Man movie came out, everyone here knows this story. When the new Ant-Man came out, I didn't know the new Ant-Man was out. And so when Harry told me about the new Ant-Man, I was like, oh, you mean Ant-Man and the Bee? And that was like a running joke for me, because I did not know it was Ant-Man and the Wasp. So I don't know that much about superheroes. You could make a good case for that. Saitama. So yeah, Saitama goes back to the Spider-Man thing, because you mentioned that Spider-Man is good for it's relatable for kids going to high school, right? Saitama, on the other hand, is more relatable for people who work, like who are in the adult workforce. I made that sound like they're doing porn. What I tried to say there was living a functional adult life. Because
working at a corporate business.
Yeah, working at a corporate business. I just really had to make that clear. Sorry about that. Everyone's face palming right now. My bad. My bad. For anyone who doesn't know who Saitama is the name of One Punch Man. One Punch Man is a Japanese superhero in manga and anime who defeats everything literally through one punch. He punches like intergalactic space monsters, destroying the planet. He goes up to it, punch, dead. That's all he has to do. The most ridiculously overpowered hero to date. Like, he could flick Superman, and Superman would get Thanos. Right? Like, Like, Thanos could snap his glove, and the glove would dissipate once it reaches Saitama. That's how powerful this guy is, okay? So for someone like that, you would think, how is that human at all? That is not human, right? For sure. Like, those powers are not human. Find me a human that has those powers. I want to meet him, right? But what makes him human is the fact that he is so good at what he does that he no longer finds joy in doing it. That he's trying to seek a purpose in his life. Something to give him excitement. Something that he can do for fun. And he can't find it because he's so good at what he does. And it reflects on, especially if you're an adult, if you're working a 9-to-5 job and that's all you do, and you want to just find something fun to do in life, you get that. You don't want to just spend your days working. You don't want to sit in an office all day working long hours, right? You just want to, do something fun. You want to do something fun and just, you know, even make money off of doing that. If you had the choice of not working your 9-to-5 job, but still doing everything else you do, I think a lot of us would take that option. And that's relatable for someone like Saitama. When you watch One Punch Man, that's relatable for me. Like, I get that. More so than the high school thing, because I'm no longer in high school. Which is an interesting thing.
Yeah. And like, the funny thing is, what you said about Saitama.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, like, his catchphrase is, he does superhero as a hobby.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I don't know if that's what he finds joy in because it is his hobby, or
he does find joy in it. You remember in one of the episodes he had a dream where he finally got a good challenge?
Yeah, that's episode 1.
Yeah, that's episode 1. He was having so much fun during that. So being a superhero is fun for him. It's just every single time he tries to have fun, it ends up being like a one punch. And that's not fun. He tries to have fun, but it's just things don't go his way. Maybe I should make this a 2-block wall. Y'all wondering what I'm doing on the stream, like, actually? There was a path here that I built last time, but I don't like the fact that you have to go outside here, walk up some stairs to go back in. I'd rather just keep everything inside for the most part, and then maybe get out, like, a stair here or something. No biggie, guys. Just me doing builder things. How should I do that? I'm also gonna make a path here. Whoop. Lots of chat going past. I'm sorry I didn't notice you before, but Paulie the Aussie. Hey man, I'm sorry I didn't. I was reading your comments. I never read out your name. Something that I like doing on this channel is if you leave a comment here, the next time you come back, I will remember every single detail of every single person who watches these streams and comes back to next week. And in the beginning of every single stream, I will read out your name and remember who you are. Every single time without fail. So Paulie the Aussie, welcome to the Levaslier Production Diary. I'm Australian as well, and this Levaslier Production Diary is my web series sort of thing. Well, Levaslier is my web series. This is the behind the scenes of my web series. So thanks for coming in. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. What have I missed? There's so much that I missed. Nurat says, does he have any defense skills, or it's literally just his attack? Yeah, he's basically
he can tank as well.
Right?
He can tank.
Yeah, he's basically invincible. He's been punched to the moon. He's been punched so hard he flew to the moon, smashed into the moon with a crater, survived, pushed himself from the moon back onto Earth, survived the landing, and took out a ship while he was at it. And continued to fight the boss.
And also, like, people have done the math of how fast he traveled through the moon back to the ship.
Oh, really? How fast was he?
Yeah. I don't remember. It's probably in one of Matt Pat's video.
Yeah, true. That makes sense. There we go. Nah. Desmond said, excuse me. Desmond said Taran, no, you guys, his name is, his username says Taran, but on his, on our Discord, because he's on our Discord server, his username is Narat. So that's why we say, sorry, Nurat, rather. Taran, the sheer speed allows him to avoid anything. That was the defensive thing. Yeah. Nurat says, but Thanos has snapped from the other side of the universe. Yeah, that's how powerful Saitama is. Paulie the Aussie said, yeah, I've read your webpage. My webpage? Oh, did you go on to, did you find me through, levaslier.weebly.com? Interesting that you found me through that. How'd you find that? So, yeah, would you mind telling me how you found that? That's interesting that you would find me through that. And most of the time, people find me through YouTube. That's interesting. Desire says, yeah, your web series with its whole well, there is 0 episodes. Technically, there's 2, because there's episode 1 as well. Oh, right. So I'm a partner of YouTube now, right? Because I'm on the YouTube partner program and I'm monetized. I'm finally able to contact YouTube customer support. So guess what the first thing I did was? I sent them the complaint to change the way they lay out the playlist page. Because that's caused a lot of people to accidentally delete their videos. The response was that. The response to that was, we can't do anything about that. And so you ask them, like, okay, why can't you do anything about it? For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, okay. I uploaded Levaslier episode 1 in 2014. And it was public. And thousands of people watched it. Literally thousands of people watched it. They liked the video. Like, a few hundred people liked the video. And that was that. 2017 rolls around. Harry and I were saying, hey, let's rework on Levaslier. By the way, I'm wearing a Levaslier t-shirt, guys. Check it out. Yeah, you can get that on the merch store. So, we put the original 2014 episode onto Unlisted. So you can't watch the video unless you have the link. Which is good, because if you're my patron, over at patreon.com/TeamWnJ, you are able to watch episode 1, because you have the link. You should be the only people with the link. Angelo tells me through Discord, either Angelo or Josiah, maybe both of you. They tell me, hey, we found Levaslier episode 1 through a Google search. I go, what? How? So I search it up. Sure as hell, it's available publicly. Why? Because somebody liked the video, and it appeared in their liked videos playlist, and that was public. So I go, well, that ain't good, because people aren't going to pay me if it's available public. What? So I go into the playlist. I'm like, I can't remove other people's playlists. Like, I can't remove my own video from other people's playlists. Or can I? So I click my own video, and it says, oh, there's a remove video option. I'm in someone else's playlist. There's a remove video option. So I click it. It says, are you sure you want to remove this video? Yes. And that deleted my video off of YouTube. The fuck? So I sent an angry email to YouTube saying, hey, I'm contacting customer report because 1, I want my video reinstated, and 2, there needs to be a UX design change. A UI/UX design change on the way playlists are laid out. Because there have been reports since 2015 documenting this exact problem, and nothing has been done about it. So I describe my problem. I say, who goes into someone else's playlist to delete their own video off of YouTube? Who does that? Okay. Second, why does the option not exist for me to remove my own video from someone else's playlist? What if my video was put into worst videos of YouTube? I don't want my video there. I want to remove it. Why does that option not exist? That was 2. 3, If I have an unlisted video and someone chooses to like it and put it in the playlist, why do I not have the option to disallow that? 4. In the situation in which I do want my unlisted video in a playlist, why is there not an option for me to set who is allowed to add playlists or not? And like have multiple levels of permissions for the unlisted video. Can I request these 4 features be added to solve this one problem that has been plaguing YouTubers for the past, 4 years? Simple answer is no. I asked why. Can't help you. Okay, can you send me to someone who can make a change? Literally, they don't even respond to that and they send me a survey. What's going on here? What is going on here? Like, do they not want to make a change? Do they not want to help? What's going on? Does nobody know how to change it? Is YouTube so complex and so advanced that it surpasses human comprehension? Why can we not make a change here? Is this a bad change? Can someone explain to me how this change is negative? What's going on? Nobody can explain this. YouTube refuses to answer that question. I don't know what's happening. I'd love to make a change because some of you guys are going to have to make the same error. But I don't want you guys to make the same error. I have no idea what's happening.
I mean, one, kind of like my funny idea, you probably got botted hard.
Nay, it was an actual
2,
person. It was an actual person. Can confirm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And 2, while I was watching one of like an old Nikihiga podcast that they uploaded a while back, he did say kind of like some stuff how he as a creator wants to change some stuff within YouTube, and his guest was David Choi.
Okay.
And like they were talking about this whole YouTube stuff, and like they wanted some stuff changed and added or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And basically what he said, that even at his level, YouTubers don't have the power to change it, no matter how high you are in subscribers and how well you are within YouTube.
What I have seen worked isn't the number of subscribers someone has, it's the amount of voices. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Grade A Under A. He made an angry rant to YouTube, and he got a bunch of people to tweet at Susan, who's the head of YouTube. Like, I don't know, I was at least 100,000 people who tweeted at her to make a change. That's what got the change made. It takes many voices.
The woman that signs. You mean the woman that signs your paper just to get no, a certificate? No, not a certificate. Kind of like a letter of recognition when you get the
play button. Yeah.
Play button. Yeah.
Well, she's the head of YouTube as well, so there's that. I'm gonna follow up on the comments real quick. Paulie the Aussie says, no, I found it through YouTube where you read the Reddit shit. I got you on that one. New Reddit videos every Monday. Hey, for anyone who doesn't know. Desmond says, why does everyone call you Chief? Is that some sort of inside joke? Well, it's not Chief. It's Chafe. Eh? Because the E and the I are flipped. That's my username. Yeah. Angelo says, hey, Chafe, I don't think that should be fixed. Unlisted simply means not listed on your channel. Yeah, you're right. But it's also a way for people to share their own videos without people making them public. So if I've worked with certain people before who are not the brightest when it comes to social media. And these clients of mine, they want to keep things confidential. I send them the unlisted video and they like it. And then that goes into their public playlist because they liked it. Like, you know, like, that's annoying. Oh, hold on a second. I might have something good here. Oh. Nah. shit. Hold on a second. Angelo says, it was Angelo, don't go prying for stuff that people want to keep hidden. Yeah. That's what, yeah. It's, yeah, also, on Patreon, I'm not sure if you guys use Patreon, but on Patreon, if you want a Patreon-only video, you have to upload it to YouTube and set it to unlisted. And so if I want my patrons to, only my patrons to have that video, I can't have that video be public. And there's a lot of YouTubers who use Patreon because YouTube doesn't pay enough. Josiah says they don't want to change. YouTube doesn't want to try to change. Yeah. And there's no point for them. They have a monopoly on the market. Yeah, they do. They do. For sure. It's just really frustrating as someone who uploads on their platform. And, you know, I don't have any power or any say in this. Because I'm the one using the platform. So, ultimately, they have to call the shots. Like, I'm powerless here. That's what's frustrating. But I can't do anything. Desmond says, I suspect that they are ill-equipped to deal with the millions of partnered creators throwing out suggestions to improve YouTube. No matter how constructive and excellent, manpower becomes an issue. For sure. And it's not only that, it's that some people are a bit on the special side. And I mean that in all the bad ways. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. There are some people who really should not be on the internet but are. And they're just dumb. If you work at tech support, you're going to be dealing with a lot of that. And I can imagine a majority of people would be not the brightest. So, that would be annoying, yes. How the hell does that... What? Huh? Fuck. Paulie Ozzy says, it's going to be interesting when Shane Dawson and James Charles release their interviews with Susan. I don't follow them, but I would be interested in seeing that, for sure. The problem with that I instantly see when I hear that, and I'm not accusing them of anything, but you're a YouTuber, Shane Dawson, and you're interviewing the head of YouTube, uploading it to YouTube. The problem here is that I don't know how much I can trust when that happens. Because Susan could be having like a $20 bill right here. And Shane might take it. Right? I'm not accusing them of anything. I'm just saying that that is a possibility. You cannot exclude that that is definitely a possibility. And it could, I'm not saying it is could all be just to promote, you know, YouTube is for individuals, and YouTube is this great platform, and we respect all creators. It could be all promo just to say that. It could be. I'm not saying it is. It could be. Angelo says, oh shiz, after hearing how unlisted videos are used, you're right, YouTube should definitely fix that. Glad I'm not the only one here. Desmond says, I guess I'm a bit of a YT apologist. No, I mean, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. There are going to be millions of people throwing out ideas, and like, manpower is an issue. Can someone figure out a solution for that? I mean, is anybody able... Can we all work together here and brainstorm a solution? It's not like YouTube is gonna listen. But if all 8 people in the stream, plus me and Eric, if all 10 people here, if we can all think of a solution within the next, say, 10 minutes, there's no reason that the abundance of manpower in YouTube cannot find a solution to this. It's a matter of whether they will or not. Or whether... Yeah, it's not a matter of whether they can. Of course they can. Will they? Josiah's complaining that I'm building with gravel. I am fully aware of that block. I'm really annoyed by that as well. Made an error. Okay. 30 minutes. Got it. Desire says maybe one day we'll swap on the Door Monster website instead or something. Door Monster? What's Door Monster? Also, Itachi of Leaf is here. I'm sorry, I missed you, Itachi of Leaf. He said just start uploading the Pornhub and the title of the video is jamming blocks in the holes. I actually I was on Pornhub a few days ago and I intentionally searched up like Minecraft Let's Plays. And there are a surprising amount of Minecraft Let's Plays on Pornhub. Polly the Aussie says, lol, your castle walls are lacking art. They are. Dude, no, we've been building this castle for months, and we should not be taking months to build one castle. I'm so frustrated that it's taken us months, and we're not even 50% done. Like, this video marks a 50% done progress. And this should have been done, what, like months ago, honestly. It shouldn't have taken us this long. I don't know what's going on with us. Today I've mainly just done the layout. So, if I can lay everything out, it would help me a lot later on when I'm putting stuff together. Like, because we've got just so many empty rooms I don't know what to do with. Like, it's really annoying. I don't like it. Oh, I just wrecked that. Oh, I gotta wreck that. Never mind. Man, Oh. Whoa. That's a lot of... Hold on. Josiah says, spending some of the money on YouTube actually makes... What? Spending some of the money YouTube actually makes to buy more manpower? I mean... I guess. I can see some problems associated with that. Because manpower isn't the solution to everything. Having more manpower means that you have more stuff to organize. Plus, if they did start taking in millions and millions of changes from millions of creators, that's not going to be easy to do for YouTube.
Whoa, so you're saying, take a cut away from Susan's paycheck so she cannot buy her next Lambo?
That too. I mean, I'm all for capitalism. I love capitalism and whatnot, but... I don't mean to get... Don't get political, alright? I said that, but don't get political, please. I don't want to discuss that. Not here. But you do have to consider that fact as well. That people want money. Angelo says, hey, Chave, you can upload a video in Google Drive and let it share with link. Share those with a link like it's unlisted video, but in G Drive. That's... using a separate platform for you. I'd rather keep everything localized onto one platform so that I don't have to check the analytics here and there. It's just a hassle, basically. I'd rather put everything onto YouTube. Josiah says, dedicated people for responding to directly to ideas. They already have those people. That's the YouTube customer support team. They've already got that. Camatine says, maybe on unlisted they make it so that where you need a code to watch the video, I mean, that's basically what unlisted is. It's the URL of the video. So if let's say Josiah is my patron, right? He pays me through Patreon. Thank you if you do that. And he gets my link to Levaslier episode 1, and like he wants to share it with his friends. He can do that. I can't stop him from sharing the URL, right? And there shouldn't be a link to stop link sharing, because me personally, if I need to share my link, let's say I'm doing a work for my boss, and they're like, hey, can we see your progress? I have to share them the link, right? So you can't stop link sharing. But can we at least stop them from adding into playlists? Like, that's doing something, right? That's better than not doing anything. I can't stop Josiah from sharing my link if he's my Patreon, but I can at least stop him from adding it to a public playlist. Josiah says, like, just a handful of ideas. The ideas that gets sent informally through a submission thing. I like that idea. A submission thing would be good. Someone looks over it and then puts it in a pile with similar ideas. Yeah. Or even make a bot to do that. Like, honestly, a bot to sort out ideas? I'm sure they could do that. Because they've got a bot, the YouTube algorithm, who can figure out what you like to watch and what you don't like to watch. I'm sure they can make a bot that can figure out, like, what suggestions are similar to the other. Nurat says, switch to DLive. Never heard of that. Josiah says, if it's worth looking into further, talk to the person who made the best version of that suggestion, discuss it with them. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Desmond says, in no way is YouTube an excellent system, period. I do not think they are malicious anyway. Neither do I. I like to think of it as a company that has bitten off more than it could chew. I mean, for sure, YouTube is the world's second biggest search engine, right? It's a really powerful tool. I love YouTube. I want my career to be uploading videos on YouTube. I love YouTube, like, to the bottom of my heart. And I don't think it's being malicious. I do agree with the fact that it's lacking manpower. But they're not doing anything to try to resolve that. They're not even trying to resolve that. Desmond says, for the perfect system, every video has to be analyzed by a living person or an IQ 200 algorithm. The former is impossible, and the person who would code the latter would deserve worship. Did you know that the YouTube algorithm is smarter than any human possibly is? The people who made the algorithm do not understand how it works, because it's programmed to develop by itself. So nobody at YouTube really knows how the YouTube algorithm works. And that is the truth of the algorithm. We know, as like a YouTube quote-unquote expert, which I am not. It's just I've heard a bunch of YouTube experts say this. Out of the, like, thousands of algorithm checks that it has to go through, we understand a few of them. We very clearly can pick out and understand a few of them. But that's like 6 out of 200, right? Josiah says, and then send it further up to the pipeline if it holds merit. Oh, with the system that you said above. Yeah. Yeah. Desmond says, this is a lose-lose system for all players in the game. You mean the algorithm thing? I personally wouldn't think so. I think that the algorithm would be able to sort out similar ideas and group them up. I don't think there'd be a million different ideas. I think there'd be ideas and suggestions that a certain group of people would heavily push for. So something like the playlist thing. Maybe a few hundred people would push for that. But another change that everyone needs urgently. Like let's say if for example, if the subscribe button was not there, there might be hundreds and thousands of people asking for a subscribe button. If everyone, hundreds of thousands of people submitted a ticket for add the subscribe button, or you know, like, we need a follow feature, something similar lines of that, the bot should be able to identify that, put it into one big box, sort that in order of popularity to see this is what people want, and the real people could look at that and say, okay, so 100,000 people want us to add the subscribe button. Should we do it? Up to them, right? That at least there's a way for us to communicate our issues that way. That's much better than sending in an email and then having them say, oh, we can't do anything. Josiah says, also you could focus on extremely common requests at first. Yeah, exactly. Popularity thing. Yeah. Paulie the Aussie says, they need the tech know how to make, what? They need the tech know how to make good and necessary changes. it's all about having the algorithm to sort things out, isn't it? It's all having that algorithm to automatically do stuff that man just cannot do.
I think that's similar to the content ID algorithm you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly,
Like,
it is.
Change that into
Yeah.
popularity.
Did you? I recently got access to the content ID system because I'm now a partner, so I can send copyright claims on things. I found out somebody ripped my video from 2014, re-uploaded it in 2016, the exact video unedited with my voice, with my intro, just re-uploaded it, and then it identified as copyright match. I was like, wait, what? Who the fuck did that? Like, who does that? The fuck? And so I sent the guy a copyright claim, and he now has a flag. So, I mean, well deserved. Good job, guy. Thanks for ripping my video. I mean, he didn't even get over 100 views, but you know, like, fuck. Who the fuck rips my video? What else did I miss? Josiah says, no, wait, I think he's onto something. Private videos with passwords. I like that. That have to be private. That wouldn't be unlisted, because unlisted has its purpose. Private has its own purpose. Yeah, I like that idea. Private videos with passwords. That's like Vimeo. Yeah, I like that idea. Now that you say it that way. Nurat says, are you making a new alpha server, or are you just gonna bump in with the one I've already started? I feel like I should make my own one, so that if anything goes wrong, all I gotta do is run over the back to the server computer, like, behind me, and then check it out. Hi Guy says something that I'm definitely not gonna read, but y'all can read it by yourself. Josiah says YouTube is owned by Google, though. What's your point? Nurat says any learning algorithm has haywire at some point. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But the YouTube algorithm does more good than bad. Ever heard of AI developed by Microsoft? Yeah, that's true. You'd have to get a successful algorithm like the YouTube one. Like, there's no doubt that the YouTube algorithm does get a bit fucky at points. It does for me. But it does more good than bad, especially when you understand how to use it. And this is, who the heck copies your vid, Lamal? Dude, it's not even a good video. It's my most popular video. My most popular video is how to fly in Minecraft 12W08A. They ripped that video. Like, I was sick at the time. My voice doesn't sound good. Who rips that video? I don't understand it. But they did anyway. It got taken down. It's fine. I don't really care. I must have fucked something up here. That's not good. Desmond says, gonna have to call it a day. Would like to watch your streams another day. Probably will be in Slumberland by the time you reach this comment, lol. Nice hearing from you again. Talk to you later. Alright, see you, Desmond. Thanks for joining us. You might be gone by now, but no, thanks for joining us. Polly Ozzy says, the YouTube game is always challenging. For sure. That being said, though, some people have a higher understanding of the YouTube algorithm than other people. I would say I'm someone who has a better understanding after interacting with people who I thought would have a high understanding, but really don't. Nurat says, am I able to play along, XD? Wait, what is that referring? What is that referring to? I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Series?
The what now? Oh, the alpha.
Alpha
Oh,
series?
the alpha. Yeah. Sure. We'll figure that out afterwards. Because we're going to need to talk with Josiah and Harry ain't here. So, we'll wait for a time where Harry is here as well, so that we can just get that out of the way. Wait, hold on, what am I doing? Wait. What the hell did I just build? Oh, sorry. I'm really confused. What's going on here? Hold on. There. That's what I meant to do. It's not even going the right way. There we go. Okay, sorry. I got confused. My bad. Nathan Cook says hi. Hey Nathan, welcome to the Levaslier production diary. I haven't seen your name around before, but if you come back next week with comments, I'll be able to remember you entirely, and I've never failed to remember any of my subscribers ever. So welcome to these streams. Levaslier is my web series. This is the behind the scenes live streams where I build the stuff for the web series. Ta-da! Zacta says, am I able to play with you too? We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna be very selective in who I pick to play. Just because the more people we have, the more of a fuss it's gonna create. Josiah says, I've, like, never played Alpha, but I'm sure it'll be fun. It will be, because it'll be, like, your first time playing. It's too bad you already know how to play Minecraft, because if you went into Minecraft blind without knowing anything, like, not knowing what to do and whatnot, that would be so much more fun. I don't like the way this looks, and I'm gonna kill it. Whoops. Nerd says maybe it depends on if you figure out how to get it up and running, Zactaz. Oh, yeah. If you want to join a Narrat server, that's up to Narrat. Nurat. I'm so sorry. I keep reading. I keep reading Zactaz as Zactac, and I keep reading Nurat as Narrat. My bad. What is going on here? Alright, fair. Fine, we'll do it like that. Bit uneven, but it's fine. Everything is Daijobu. It's all good. All good. Yeah, that's fine. Nathan's been here before, hasn't. Nathan's a he. I don't know a Nathan that's a female. I don't remember that name. Is this the first time I failed to remember someone? I don't remember that name. Let me add some more details onto this. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. There we go. Josiah says, I worry that Zach would be a total troll if he joined. I have a feeling he'd be the sort to constantly rig TNT traps near everything important. Yeah, let's go back to a version where redstone doesn't exist. How about that? I'm not sure if multiplayer is available in that version, though. Angela says, hey, Chafe, I just edited my Minecraft arm rig where you can switch IK and FK without losing the bend. Oh. If you bend using goal, it is also bended in IK. What? Oh, okay. No, I get you. You can download and view it right now in Discord if you want. You can all... Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to check it out during this stream. That feels like something I could fiddle around with myself later on. Plus, it's also a bit technical, so I don't think anyone here will understand. But that's interesting. whenever I'm thinking technically, I always start like dragging out my words. So I'm just thinking, like, I'm processing what it's actually doing. All right, what do I need to build? Oh, hold on. I need the passage up to the king, right? Wait, they can go in here and then... Yeah, I need to work a new passage up to the throne room. That's what I was doing. It honestly could be on this side. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Okay. That wasn't as hard as I thought. Or is it? Okay, what'd I miss? Paulie the Aussie says, you mentioned you're an Aussie too. Can I ask what city you're in? I'm in Melbourne right now. I've just moved to Australia 2 years ago to do my university course. So, here I am settling down now, getting a job and whatnot. So, yeah. If anyone you should be worried about, it's Angelo. I wouldn't be worried about Angelo. I'm experienced enough in Minecraft that if Angelo tries to troll me, I'd probably end up reverse trolling him with something that he's never seen before. That's not an invitation, Angelo. Don't try me. Josiah says if TNT is placed in alpha, just breaking it makes it explode. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I haven't missed much here. That's fine, that's fine. That's cool. Okay, we got this staircase that I'm thinking of using for other people to come up. But there'd have to be a divide in between these two. One, two, three, four, five. I'd make a corridor here, actually. Laying out stuff is hard, guys. I don't know. Yeah, this is a lot harder than it looks. I make a second. Oh, that's the second time my lights has gone. Oh, what? My light went out again. I charge these things. I swear I charge these lights. I don't know why. I swear to God. The batteries aren't dead or anything. They're perfectly fine. Oh! You want to know why the batteries are dying so fast? It's because the power usage is set to 70% when I usually have it at 10%. There we go. It's all good, guys. I'm an experienced filmmaker. I know what I'm doing. I don't make mistakes like that. It wasn't me. Someone probably dropped the light. Paulie the Aussie is in Sydney. Honestly, I prefer Sydney a lot more than Melbourne. I've been on tourist trips to Sydney. I prefer that place much more. It's just the entire environment and the people there. But then again, I've never lived in Sydney. I've had a tourist trip. That's about it. And I've lived in Melbourne. I really, really don't like Melbourne. Like, out of all the places that I've lived in, Melbourne is the worst. Easily the worst. Easily. Angela says we need to appreciate Chief's lighting. What do you mean? Like the way I place my torches? There's something I try to do is, maybe not so much here because you can't, but like if I've got a wood pillar, I try not to put the torch here because that doesn't really make sense to me. You got a fire and then you put it on wood. Like, shit's gonna burn down. So I try to avoid that. Also the ceiling, like right now we've got like a 1 block gap between it. But if it was like that, I wouldn't put the torch there because then that, like, it's burning. It, like, so, you know, some sort of like accuracy thing for me. Angelo says also, we don't need a separate server, Lamau. Chief don't read most of the chat anyway. What do you mean? I've read most of the chat. Nurat says YouTube compression really doesn't like the pixels. It's more than YouTube compression. If I were to record a Minecraft video, you're not going to get that compression. It's the fact that I'm live streaming and occasionally the data gets a bit fiddly-diddly. When I stand here long enough, it looks good. When I go like, woo, you're not going to like that. That's going to go extremely compressed. Angelo says, appreciate Chave's camera setup lighting, you mean? Oh, yeah. No, dude, it's lit. It's lit well. I love these lights and I love the entire setup. Have you seen the behind the scenes photos? Do you actually know how everything is set up? Because I'm glad I went to film school for the lighting course. The green screen, the only reason the green screen works as well as it does is because of the amazing lighting. Like, just the way it's set up. There's a house light right on top of me. That's the building light. There's a portable light here where my hand is. There's another portable light right here. And there's a portable light right here. When I switch back to my camera right here, what I've done is, if you take a look at the background on this side, there's more yellow light. And so I've set up a yellow light to shoot at me this way. And then on this side, there's more of a white light. And there's a white light shooting at me this way. And then the house lights are just house lights that are sort of orange, but that balances out because the light in front is blue. And so that makes it white. Ta-da, that's my lighting setup. I've got 4 major lights. Angelo says you haven't seen it? I'll share it on the Discord later on. I'll just take a picture. Paulie the Aussie says there's 1 white pixel in the middle. Huh? Oh, the one... I know what you're talking about. That's not... That's my cursor. That's my cursor in the middle. That's the crosshair, I mean. Nurat says buy some diffusers. Here's a cheap tip for you. I already do have diffusers. There's diffusers on all my lights. They're not diffusers. A cheap trick for anyone who's lighting. Grab one of these ones. Tissue. Tape it on your light. That's a diffuser. Stop wasting your money. That's a diffuser. It works fine. You said you wish it was a bit softer. On which side? I can turn them. I've set them pretty harsh right now to ensure that they're lit as well as... it's not me that's being lit. Like, I'm being lit fine. The background, the green screen, needs to be lit extremely well. Because the second your green screen isn't lit properly, that's when you get some slips. So, like, even right here. Look at my hand on the bottom. You see this little fuzz? That's because the light is too close to the camera. And the light's changing the color of the green screen, so it doesn't look perfectly green. If I move that a little bit, you're going to see a change. It should be less now. It's just that bumps a bit too significantly. But either way, you get the point. The green screen is extremely sensitive to light. That's why the lights are a bit harsher than what I would usually use as well. Angelo says, do you have a separate light for your green screen? Like how to make it solid green with no shadows? I just have a bunch of lights. You're never gonna get a light with no shadow. It's how can you cancel out the shadow? So I've got this one shining directly on me, meaning there's going to be a big shadow behind me. But I've got these 2 pointing behind, so that cancels out the shadow. And I also got the house light pointing from on top. So, yeah, everything's going to make shadows. It's just, yeah, you get me. There are some harsh shadows underneath my neck from what you can see. Also, we've got 1 minute left, so I'm just going to switch back to cam.
Yep.
Harsh shadows underneath my neck.
Up.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably because that one's pretty strong. Ooh, sorry about that. My Windows popped up a alert. Either way, I do like the way the light, like, reacts around me. Just because there's light coming from every single direction. There's, like, even a backlight, which I'm not used to using. I mean, the backlight's not too... It's more strong on this side. That's this light right here. Like, the light coming on this shoulder. Anyway. Paulie says, isn't a blue screen better? No, in modern days, green screens are better than blue screens because cameras are more photosensitive to green. In in the camera sensor, there are 3 types of lights that detect. It's red, blue, and green. There are usually 1 blue detector, 1 green detector, and 2 green detectors for every like chunk on the sensor. So it detects green a lot better than blue. Also, green screen doesn't hurt your eyes as much when you look at it. Personal preference, that one. Anyway, we've reached 2 hours on the live stream. It's 12 o'clock on my end. That means it's time to end the live streams. Thank you everyone for joining, and if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. We want to try to get over 10 likes. I'm sure there were more than 10 people who joined and left the streams. But if you haven't already, please do like hit the like button and the bell icon on next to subscribe, because it's weird on YouTube and they don't like that shit. But whatever, hit the bell. It's good. Cool. I will stream again on Thursday, but it's going to be the Glowstone Portal Aether stream, assuming Harry is here. And we'll be fighting the Silver Dungeon boss, and maybe even the Gold Dungeon boss. If we do that, the Aether stream is ending next episode. So if you see an Aether stream coming up next episode, be aware that might be the last one, so you better get in there to watch the finale. Alrighty, cool. Thanks everyone for joining. Cheers! Need to hit the button. Got it.